Okay, guys, my name is Andrew. Welcome to another video on my channel. Welcome to another video in this awesome NextJs13 tutorial series where I'll be guiding you guys on how to become pros at NextJs13, guiding you guys, helping you guys to adopt NextJs13 with more ease. Okay, guys, so in the previous video, we made an installation of our NextJs13 application. In this video, I just want to show you guys how to use the NextJs13 docs, right? So NextJs13 is a new piece of tech and you really want to consult the docs because it's not so adopted already, like I was trying to say earlier. It's not so adopted yet, okay? Even though a lot of developers are using it already, there might still be some stuffs out there that are not grounded, that are not perfectly implemented, right? I mean, that are not being perfectly implemented by those tutorials and those tutors or mentors, right? So you really want to have the docs close by. Even while you watch a tutorial, you still want to come explore the docs. So I want to show you guys quickly how to use the Next.js13 docs. So Next.js currently still supports version 12 and version 13. Okay, I don't know if they support previous versions. So coming into the docs page, you need to be careful. You need to make sure you are using the app router version of the documentation. So if you click on this, we switch to the pages router version, which is for Next.js 12, right? But when you switch to this, you're now using the app router version, which is for Next.js 13. Okay, so you just need to be careful to make sure uh, you just need to be careful to make sure you are using the app router version of the docs, which is what we need. But then have it in mind that the pages router, the pages directory is still supported in Next.js 13. Okay, so Next.js permitted the Next.js team at Vercel, they permitted an incremental adoption approach. So while you are using, probably you have an app in production which uses Next.js 12 using the pages directory, the pages router, and you want to adopt, you want to switch to Next.js 13, they permitted an incremental adoption process. So you don't have to just cut your app short at once. You can adopt incrementally. So Next.js 13 still supports the pages router, which is the pages directory if you choose to call it that way. So when you come to Next.js docs, you need to make sure of which docs version you are currently on. If you want to utilize the pages docs, then you simply click on this to show you the content for the pages directory. If you want to utilize the app docs, which is what we'll be utilizing in this tutorial series, then you make sure you are on the app router version of the docs. You might be confused and you might be wondering, what is this app docs, app directory, pages directory all about? So coming to, we have already installed the Next.js 13 app, like I said earlier. And in our Next.js 13 app, this app folder is basically the center of our app. This is where the routing happens, and this is basically the core of our application. Right then, in a later video, we're going to explore the structure of these docs together. But right now, I just want to talk about the app directory so you can understand, so we can be on the same page, right? So the app directory is basically a folder where your routing happens, and like I said, it's more of the core of your app, right? So it's just a folder where routing happens and where the core of your app sits. This is the app directory for Next.js 13, right? So if this is the new version which is available in Next.js 13, which is what we're going to be using in this tutorial series, I might be going off touching some stuffs in Next.js 12 because I've used Next.js 12 for quite a while. So I might be going off explaining some relationships, similarities, or anything that I need to explain so I can help you guys understand about Next.js 13 about Next.js 12 and probably how it concerns Next.js 13 as we proceed in this series, right? So this is what the app directory, the app router thing is all about, just this app folder, which is basically the core of our app. But then coming to this other app here, this app utilizes the pages folder, which is what actually shows up inside of Next.js 12, right? So this is the pages, it's just a folder, but then the routing patterns are different, right? So if you want to use the pages directory, you ensure you are on the pages docs, right? You ensure you're on the pages docs, and if you want to use the app directory, you ensure you're on the app docs, right? So it's important that you guys kind of have the docs by your side because Next.js 13 is pretty new. It's been around for approaching a year now, but then it's still new. The adoption is new. The Vercel team didn't release Next.js 13 when it was complete, right? So they released it when it was still in development process, and the app router just got stable, I guess, some months ago, right? So things are still pretty not very fully stable inside of Next.js 13, right? Which utilizes the app router. So this is the first thing to note when you're utilizing the docs. Have it by your side so you can always reference it and then get more information. So now I guess I'm done with that. Now, how do you get more information, right? You want some more information, you want detail about something. I recommend you simply go and use the search bar here. So let's say you want to search uh, the head component. You're not going to find it in Next.js 13 because it seems the Next.js 13 version stopped the use of the head component, right? So if you want to implement metadata stuff, you use the metadata API in version 13, right? So if you come to the app router docs, which I'm currently on, and you search for the head component, you're not going to find it, right? So basically, if you want some information, just hit the search tab and then you search whatever you want. Let's say I want to see metadata. You can see it pops up some information which I guess are related to the metadata API. So always utilize the search tab whenever you need help with getting information about Next.js 13. So let me show you guys practically in Next.js in the app router. We searched about the head component and we didn't get any information, right? We basically didn't get any information. I don't know if there's any information related to the head component here, but then coming to the pages router, if you search for the head component, you're going to get it's already there, right? It's already there in front of us. So you can see there's going to be the head component. I'm coming, right? So you can see the head component is there, right? So you just need to make sure you are on the right docs. Going to this, we're basically on the app docs. Coming to this, we're now on the pages docs. So for the pages docs, we have the head component. So you just need to understand that there are two docs inside of this Next.js 13 documentation, and you need to be sure of which you are on while using Next.js 13. All in all, ensure you are sure of the routing docs you are on, and then make sure to use the search tab whenever you need any information. And with that, I guess you'll be good. I recommend that you use tutorials first because docs can be hard to understand. So use tutorials first, and then when you need more information, you come to the docs. Just make the best of the docs. I recommend you really use the docs because it's really going to help you become very good at Next.js 13. So that is it for this video. I hope you make the best use of the docs. I'll be coming over to the docs. I'll explain things to you guys in the series. So I guess that'll be it for this video. See you guys in the next video. Bye bye. Love you guys.